Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Lone Survivor. Today we're going to investigate the director's instructions about apartment 204 from the radio. We should also be looking for a way to cook this pristine ham that we found. This beautiful, gorgeous ham. And hopefully, by the end of this episode, we will be on the first floor of the apartment. And that's going to throw us for a real loop. Also, there's a hotkey to place rotten meat down really quickly, which is nice so you don't have to go into your inventory too frequently. It's just 2 on the keyboard. So we're going to do the same trick again. With a shortcut opened up, there are now 2 ways around that. Either way is acceptable to get around that guy. Oops, it's not this room. Keeping the room straight's a little bit difficult. Not this one either. That's jammed shut. Then we might have to pop this guy. Nope. We can actually slip past. And this is the newly unlocked door to apartment number 204. There's a nondescript hiding spot embedded in the wall, which is ominous. Drawings in black pencil of a girl about my age. She looks nice. And we get this new melancholic music that turns real thumping real fast. It's a chalk drawing of perhaps an angel. More importantly, gas tank. Hell yeah. That's for the stove. Again, missable and extremely important. A lot of the food-related or cooking utensil items can be missed very easily, like the can opener. You're human. Man, am I pleased to see you. What's your name, friend? Some call me the director. Couldn't tell you why. How'd you survive in here? There's nothing even in this apartment. I have my ways and means. May even be able to help some. But I'd take a little time to think on how I survived first. What do you mean? Exactly. Real cryptic, this one. I give up. You're telling me you're some kind of survival expert? For all I know, you're not even a real. Yeah, a lot of nerve, you know? It takes some balls to tell someone you're talking to that they might be a hallucination. Well, that could be part of your furtive imagination. I couldn't rightly say. But I reckon I'm here all right. Sure as the night is long. Oh my god, when the drum kicks in, I fucking love this track so much. But folks used to say it's all about keeping your brain in shape. This is another good hint. I'm still learning myself. You'll learn too in time. Basically telling us to treat ourselves right. Don't kill too much. Eat well. Get some rest. Don't get too injured. So he likes to forage for things. Got some I don't have much use for. So this trip down here wasn't just to meet the NPC, it's also to obtain a cooking pot. Maybe it helps you some. In fact, you can have this saucepan too, and I may have more good stuff for you later. Keep your ears on the radio, kid. There's something gives me the real creeps about this guy. It's his body language, it's the way he talks, where he's located, his whole design, the trench coat, his face with the lack of a mouth until he opens his mouth to speak. Oh, those pictures that we passed, by the way. Speaking of taking care of yourself and keeping a healthy mental state, those pictures in that room are a good way to check how you're doing psychologically. If you're doing well, and keeping yourself nourished and rested and injury-free and whatnot, then you will comment that the girl in the picture looks nice. Otherwise, it says something about her being hideous. Mirrors are also a good way to check your mental health status in this. Generally, what you're looking for are positive comments. And finally, we get back to the apartment where we can use this gas tank. And now we can start cooking food. This is why we held off on eating the ham. Because cooked food is always more nourishing than plain food. And you can cook most of what you come across. It's ham time! Jesus, what a good comment. Now we have steamed ham. It came out beautifully. I need to find something suitable to cook. Oh, whoops. I'm going to go in here, and we can also combine this with other foods to make a meal. Told you we were going to feast. Oh, that's not proper food? Oh, I probably have to cook that as well. So we're going to cook the tin of beans, warm them up, and combine the beans with the ham to create a totally new, substantially more nourishing meal. And then we will have staved off hunger for a very long time. Let's see what happens when we combine these. Like it's some science experiment. I think I may have created the greatest dish of all. Behold, the ham and beans. Oh, we are going to devour that right away. This is probably the best thing ever. I can die happy now. So we are incredibly well fed, full and happy. Great. Again, eating well is a lot better than just eating. You can scrape by in a pinch just eating, but if you can cook your food, that's when you're on a good path. And that's why the can opener and the gas tank being missable are such big deals. I am what I am. We can only really help ourselves. Wouldn't you say? Is that something you'd agree with? Let's disagree. Sometimes we all need help. I know I do. That's right. If you open up, you might get hurt. You might get helped. You'll also get assistance if you take the blue pills, which we'll probably see once or twice throughout this. Let's check the radio again. As. Yeah, another random message. It's always useful to check the radio whenever you wake up, since you're here anyway. Nothing special. So we haven't progressed the plot enough to trigger anything new from the director. So before we head out, we did use a little bit of meat up. So it's helpful to come back to the kitchen in order to resupply and max out our stock, because we're going to be using a lot of meat from here on out. And we'll say hi to Chuck before we take the shortcut in the stairwell back down to the first floor, which will be our first foray into it, aside from that time that we popped down for just a split second. So we have a left path and a right path. The left path has something that is invaluable to you, and again, incredibly missable. It's the map for the first floor. The smart thing they do with the game design is they put the prawn crackers on the left side as a means to encourage you to take that path first, so that you get it immediately and that you don't even worse, forget about it entirely. They push you there just a little bit. They nudge you. Get some espresso powder. So we had plenty of food. Oh shit, he was concealed in the shadow. I didn't want to turn my light on because I knew one was around. I didn't want to trigger him. It won't reset him and go back in. Normally that guy likes to hang out closer to the door. Fuck. That really sucks. Look at that writhing, formless mass behind the door. We've almost grown accustomed to the horrors of the Thin Men, but whatever is outside is a whole new deal. By the way, the whole game is not just Thin Men. We'll be coming across some other really fucked up stuff. It's hard to see, but he does patrol back and forth past a door. And this, I love. This room is amazing. It's legit terrifying and really uncomfortable. So there's a hiding spot. You can get past the entire rack of fossilized meat. Seem to have fossilized. So not rotten. I guess that's why those things aren't after them. And then you get to see it out in the hallway. Oh, that's so fucking amazing. So there's a trick to this. You place the meat down, you hide, it enters the room, then you sidle your way past the meat and get going. Not even close to done though. I hope that's far enough from the hole. If it's too close, he'll immediately turn around and chase me. Nah, it was a little bit too far. We can outrun it though, but there are 2 more up ahead. So if you're keeping track, we've used 2 meat from our stock of 6. And hopefully that thing is patrolled further to the right, because we're placing 2 down. Because there are 2 more Thin Men on the left. Great! Sometimes what happens is you place the second chunk of meat down, and it, instead of attracting the other Thin Men on the left, gets one of them on the left and one on the right. And that sucks, because it means you have to waste bullets shooting the other leftmost one. Now that we're in apartment 101, and shit's getting ready to pop off in a really, really big way, I'm gonna leave you with this teaser. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.